We are seeing now what appears to be the second phase, or rather the next phase, of Israeli strikes on Iran. That, according to an Israeli source, as we see Israel's military targeting oil refineries and fuel storage facilities. The first 8 or 9 days of the war focused on the regime itself, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, and other mechanisms and apparatuses of the regime and its efforts to control the country, effectively its centers of power. Now it seems in these strikes we're seeing in Tehran and other parts of the country, Israel, likely in coordination with the U.S., of course, at this point, is going after the economic and financial means of the regime to support itself and to support its military. The Israeli military saying late last night and this morning that it's striking those fuel storage facilities and oil refineries. And that is perhaps what Israel's military chief of staff, Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir, had hinted at a couple days ago when he said Israel is ready to move on to the next phase of the war. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, in a pre-recorded statement late last night, said this was coming and the strikes themselves will expand. Meanwhile, in terms of what the next phase of leadership is, what is it that Israel or the United States want to see after Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was killed, that part remains unclear. Netanyahu simply said that it will soon be the turn of the Iranian people to rise up and overthrow the regime. So there's still not a clear plan from Israel or from the United States on where this goes from here, other than an escalation, because it's quite clear that neither country is interested in or looking for an off-ramp at this point. Meanwhile, from where we stand here in Tel Aviv, we have seen Iran able to fire back, at least to some extent. At about 7:30 this morning, there was a siren warning of incoming missile fire. Iran has been able to keep up a somewhat steady drumbeat of ballistic missile fire at Israel, the vast majority of that intercepted. But here on day 9 of the war, it is still somewhat noteworthy that they're able to fire, because the U.S. and Israel have made it a point of going after ballistic missile arrays and ballistic missile launchers, as no side of this war, not the U.S., Iran, or Israel, indicates that there will be any de-escalation anytime soon. On the contrary, it seems like we're very much still on the ramp up as we see the strikes grow with every day here.